Hello people, how are y'all doing? I'm doing well. Hope you are too. Okay, after wasting a couple $100 on RAM memory sticks and solid state drive on that older computer that I had been using, I'm still ending up with the same glitching and fucked up videos when I was trying to run the OBS Studio program with other programs and applications running. It was not smooth, and I wouldn't even watch them myself, so I just went ahead and bought another computer. Now, with that being said, this video right now, let's get a copyright infringement statement out, be it a video audio statement, YouTube and Joogle Tube, all ya. This video that I am producing may contain articles, images, pictures, and video clips of other people's content, but it is for informational, educational, and sometimes entertaining purposes only. Therefore, it is immune to any copyright strikes. With that being said, let's move forward to the video. Alright, I touched up on this Daily Mail article here back in 2018, but it's time to revisit it now that I've been studying it quite extensively. It was originally published on the 21st of September 2015, and the article is, "Can You Spot the Plane?" International fake station astronaut captures remarkable image of a single aircraft snapped from 250 miles above the Earth. The image was taken by an unnamed astronaut. Hold that thought right there. This guy's unnamed, and he just caught a single aircraft from 250 miles above the Earth. I'd sure as the hell want my name out there to be in a photographer of such a photograph, should it truly exist, but the fact is it does not exist, and I'll show you why. He is claimed to be using a Nikon D4 camera with an 1150 millimeter lens. Aircraft and its twin chemical trails only emerge when zooming in, shown as silhouettes against the ocean. They call it condensation trails, but anybody growing up in the mid-70s knows that we had 747s and DC-10s and all them planes that flew above 26,000 feet, and when they were leaving their little condensation trails, they were only about 2.5 times the length that the plane appeared to be in the sky. These are chemtrails, and they're killing you all. With that said, and out of the way, let's move forward. I don't need any of the article. I'm not reading the article. I might read a little bit down below. This is the Reuters picture, but it's not the one I am using. I am using this image, I should say, with the NASA copyright right there. And it is this image right here is the one that I have. As you can see at the bottom, the plane can be seen in the boxed area in this image. The plane can be seen in the boxed area in this image. And I am also using this blown up supposed photograph taken 250 miles above the Earth. As you can see, that is this one right here. The photograph taken 250 miles above Earth. Okay, with that being said, let's go here to this first image that NASA has copyrighted, and we will notice right off the bat that this peninsula right here is 4/10 of an inch wide, which is 1, 2, 3, 4/10 of an inch wide right there, which is also conclusive with this one right here that is 4/10 of an inch wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here is taken off Google Moon Earth at an altitude of 12.53 miles, which is conclusive with scale size, as the scale size in a photograph does not change no matter where you're at. You could easily take this and figure out where you were. Let me see if I can get this right. I'm doing circles for no reason, folks. Okay, so this one here, this island right here, also on Google Moon Earth, is 1, 2, 3, and 3/10 of an inch long. Let's bounce back over here to the NASA image. Notice how this one is smaller. The other one's blown up and this one's not. But you will notice that this image of this island is also three and 3/10 of an inch long. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3/10 of an inch long. And this is the same as the Google Moon Earth image with an altitude of 12.53 miles, as you can obviously see in this image compared to that image, even though this one looks a little bigger because it is actually blown up when I took it from Google Earth versus the NASA image. Now, with that being said, let's move on to picture number 4 right here. This one, this peninsula is now 1, 2, 3, and 8/10, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 and 8/10 of an inch long. This Google Moon Earth is also 1, 2, and 8/10, 5, 6, 7, 8/10 of an inch long. And this shows us to be at an altitude of 9,627 feet. Let's bounce back to the other photograph. Let me see. It's actually this one right here that has the plane in it. So what I'm looking for, you can do your own measurements with this island being 2 and 3/10 of an inch long with the other one. But let's check this out. Why is there chemtrails at an elevation of less than 2,000 or 9,000 627 feet, when chemtrails do not form until you get into the altitude of 26,000 feet, right there, 26,000 feet. But we have chemtrails at 9,627 feet on Google Lunar Earth, as well as on this photograph. This right here is the same scale. Photograph scale does not change. They have superimposed this plane in there. This plane, you shouldn't see it at this elevation right here at 9,627 feet. As I just showed you, chemical trails are formed at 26,000 feet. You want to know what 26,000 feet looks like? Is this. Right here, you should be seeing the plane and the chemtrails from this distance. Not 9,627 feet minus, because the plane's way down there. Now let's move on to this one right here. The clouds, they had me completely puzzled there for the longest time. I kept looking at them and wondering what I'm seeing wrong with these clouds. And then it dawned upon me that these clouds are either altocumulus or cirrocumulus. And they range anywhere between 15,000 feet and 25,000 feet. But when you look at them, all of these shadows are the same size as each other. It gets better than that, people. See that? They're the same freaking size. You got these evil faces right here. You got two evil faces right here. Funny thing, that evil face is looking that way and that evil face is looking that way. But they are the same freaking size. These two are the same freaking size. These two are the same freaking size. These two are the same freaking size. And the angle of their would put the sun, according to NASA, out there about 10 minutes, as you have to have the sun between the clouds and the earth to even get a shadow of a cloud. Now, this got me really tripping on the clouds here a little bit, and I'm wondering what I'm not getting. And so I'm fiddle fucking around, and lo and behold, I actually find the actual NASA photograph, and it tells me the time that this was taken at 1441 hours green mean time. On the date it was taken, 2015, July 19th. And I never thought about it, but you can move this in. I kept trying to do screenshots with this zoom in piece, but I never could get it. I just get a gray box and the rest of the image was the same as the rest of the image. I never got blown up. So this is an experiment right here to see if this image actually blows up on the OBS studio. So anyway, now we got the time of 14 9:41 GMT on the July 19th, 2015. And so I go and I'm like, what is GMT time? I've never heard it before. And I come here. Prior to 1972, this time was called Greenwich Mean Time, but is now referred to as Universal Time Coordinated. So in 2015, NASA is still using a time that was outdated in 1972. And since this image that NASA supposedly took by an unnamed astronaut was taken at 14:41 GMT time, I'm wondering, well, where is the Bahamas with UTC? And I go to UTC and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours behind. So you go 2:41, 1:41, 12:41, 11:41, 10:41, 9:41 is the local time that this image right here to Bahamas was taken at 9:41 a.m. And so I'm fiddle fucking around some more and I come to this one here on the sun position calculator, and it allowed me to enter the date 7/19 of 2015. Now, in this photograph right here, the only thing that I have that I can go by is this supposed jet plane that they blew up in the other photographs. And so I take my position of that jet plane and I position it just off this island, kind of where it is. And at 9:41 local time on the 19th of July 2015, you'll notice the sun is still 2.5 hours out that way. And it goes from the plane to just about halfway up that little peninsula right there. And so that's what I did. I came from the plane. To halfway up that peninsula, right there, from the plane, halfway up the peninsula. So the sun, according to solar positioning calculator, is up here somewhere. So these shadows should be off in a direction like that. You get it, folks? NASA's playing their same shit when they tried to tell us during the eclipse the moon's shadow was only 100 miles wide versus the 2,000-mile moon. I've blown this wide open. And it goes even deeper than that, because this is a video I'm going to do on its own on this cat right here, Dylan O'Donnell. I thought I would throw this into the video mix too, but it is way deeper than that. It's a video in itself, so I'll have to get back to that. And with that being said, NASA, you're a bunch of lying, thieving pricks. And America and the rest of the world ought to be setting up a class action lawsuit against these bastards. I've been saying for years, and I see Adam at Level Earth Observer today put out the video on all the money that NASA receives versus all of the homeless and hungry people who all could be fed on NASA's budget as well as housed. Anyway, folks, with that, I'm done, and I'll make another video later. Be well and have a good day.